back. Island God Talk podcast, man. It's jaayuu, Kingmeechyyy in here. Yes, sir. We back. How y'all feeling? How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling great. Best podcast in the fucking world, man.
Yes, sir.
Definitely, bro. It's a wonderful Sunday, man. How are you doing? I'm doing good.
I'm good. Appreciate it, man. I told you I lost my my other one, so pulled out some old frames out the closet and shit. You know what I'm saying? I also pulled out my new risk taker jacket. Shout out my boy Reggie. Got a clothing line. Risk takers is on Instagram. I probably put the link up and shit, so y'all can fuck with the merch.
Definitely hard. But today we got another great episode, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, fuck. You gotta start it off, my bad.
So this first topic we're gonna actually talk about, cause we caught it at the end of the last episode. You know what I'm saying? If you watched the whole thing through, we announced that like me and Meechy, we're gonna box when we get to 1K subs. We're gonna have a little strength and iron type moment. You know what I'm saying? Me and him going one-on-one a few rounds. We ain't got like the exact rules set, but we'll let y'all know all that. So help us get to 1K subs if y'all want to see, you know what I'm saying, me beat his ass on camera, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, that shit be crazy if I slump your ass. I ain't even gonna lie, because I promise you I'm not gonna look good.
But look, that goes into our
every single day.
That goes into our first topic, is the importance of men like learning how to fight, and just like having these, like, you have your tribe members, you got the people around you, you got the other men around you, and it's important for you guys to be able to challenge each other and help each other get better. Now, it don't always got to be through fighting, but like learning combat sports and learning how to fight is very important as a man.
It definitely is. And it's not even, you don't even have to fight. It's not even like, we're not telling you to go out and fight your friends, because you know some people just not fighters, but it is important to know how to fight, especially and we do live in a society now everybody want to pull out a gun too, like that.
Yeah, exactly. We live in that type of society, but the thing about it, knowing how to fight, you're gonna be way more confident, and you're not always gonna be in a place where you can get to a gun. And even then, you might be in a moment where a gun might not be necessary, and you were able to, or you just can't get to it enough. If me and you are right here and you decide to punch me, like, should I try to get to my gun, or should I try to like fight you back first? You know what I'm saying? Then get to my gun.
Exactly. I say fight back. Shooting me would be crazy.
Yeah, like that's
it. A fair fight. Like, and that's another thing. Some shit doesn't even need to be resolved with a gun. I feel like that's our problem too. Like, everybody's so quick to get a gun. No, like sometimes you just need to fight. Like, you just gotta fight that shit out. Because I feel like that's what they did back in the old days.
Yeah, that's what it was. Like, know what I'm saying? Like, boom, you got your tribe, you got your brothers, you got the other men around you. Y'all hunt together, y'all train together, and y'all might have another tribe down the way, down the block, and y'all have beef or whatever, whether it's resources or the women in the tribe or like whatever's going on. And like, that's how shit was handled. Like, niggas had to train some type of combat, you know what I'm saying? And being trained with a gun, that's important too, but a lot of times it's not worth taking somebody's life and getting thrown in jail for something that could have been solved, like, through diplomatically, through words first, you know what I'm saying? But if it got to come to a point, like, sometimes you might gotta, you know what I'm saying, handle it with your physicality.
Definitely. And I feel like it's important to know, because like you just said, not everything is worth taking someone's life. Like, you have a disagreement over a bag of chips. You think you should shoot them? That's horrible. That's a horrible mindset to have, and I promise you're going to end up in jail.
Yeah. Like, to be honest, you should be carrying a firearm as like a offensively defense type of thing. Like, you're playing defense, which means you're going to protect your life, but you're not trying to like be the one shooting back in a situation. You need to have like, it takes critical thinking and discernment to know, like, okay, like, is my life about to be in danger? Is this person about to pull their gun on me? Then boom, I need to shoot at that point. But Like it's just common sense and discernment and not coming into situations with biases and prejudging shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, literally, and that's hit on the head. Like, and I feel like the gun, it really should be a last resort, like to really pull it. It like, cause if you pull it, you better be ready to shoot that bitch.
Yeah.
It's just as simple as that. So I feel like that should be your last resort. It should be. You should try to talk shit out, diplomatic talk, and then if it's don't talking, we can throw them bitches. But it's a very good rule you need to have. If someone says they don't want to fight, you cannot fight them.
Yeah.
like no. If he say, if I walk up to you right now, he's like, I don't feel like fighting. It's over. It's like, now if I proceed to hit him after he said he don't want to fight, he has all the right to blow my ass down.
I mean, and there's no honor in that, because a lot of times, if it's a situation like that, you probably like picking on somebody or bullying or somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody, like, I never thought, like, I mean, I used to be somewhat of a bully when I was younger, elementary school and shit. But I grew to a time when it's like, I know it's not, you don't gain anything from picking on a weak. Like, that's not, like, nothing to do. Like, if you want to pick on somebody, go pick on the other quote-unquote tough kid, you know what I'm saying, is to see how that go for you. But you shouldn't be picking on the weak.
Definitely shouldn't at all. Because really, if you do that, you are kind of weak too. Like,
yeah.
And I
That's like spar with your weaker friends, but don't just fucking purposely beat their ass and like you just doing it for fun type shit. You know what I'm saying? Spar so they can like learn and, you know what I'm saying, like both of y'all training each other type shit. But like that bullying shit is.
Cause that's why niggas really come back and get a gun and then shoot your ass. Cause he said no. Like niggas gotta know. No. Nigga said he don't want to fight. He don't want to fight. Simple as that. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't know how to fight. They should know. And like really, your dad, like I would want to give him a course on like step by step. Like, can you give him some pointers?
What, when it like comes to fighting?
Yeah. Like,
I mean, I think we can go like deeper into it on a like another basis, but like, I mean, protect your shit. One, that's always first step. Protect your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep your hands up. You know what I'm saying? And everything else is really like technique and repetition, just from like doing the same moves over and over. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was somebody that said, some philosopher said they're not scared of the dude that knows a million different techniques. He's more scared of the nigga that practice that same technique 1,000 times. You know what I'm saying? So,
me personally, I don't want to fight either of them niggas, bro. That's what I said. Very, very diplomatic over here.
And that's how you should be as a man. It's just you also need that. Like, if me and you are both equally dangerous when it comes to fighting, we're more likely to be diplomatic when it comes to a situation, because it's like two fucking Super Saiyans going at each other. Like, you're going to just
destroy the earth.
Yeah, like too much shit going, too much collateral damage. Like, you don't want that. So it's like you're going to try to be diplomatic first. It's like two street bosses. Boom, they going at each other. Like, they benefit from being diplomatic because they both going to lose people on both sides. Like, the body's going to drop on both sides. And that's when you get more police attention as well as violence. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, be controlled, like, be dangerous, but be, like, in control of your emotions and shit like that.
Because that's how you really know if somebody's like that. Nigga that's talking a lot, he probably not like that. Like, don't get me wrong, there might be a couple, but he's probably not like that for real. He's probably not.
Well, he, like, nah, so he just ain't got smacked in the mouth yet. That's what it
is. Yeah, one of the two, he just ain't. Because I promise you, there's always somebody tougher than you, every single trip. Except for Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson might be the toughest. But, like, everybody other than that, there's always going to be somebody bigger than you, badder than you. And I feel like you learn that, like, when you fighting as a little kid. Like, I'm pretty sure somebody's told you, like, you going to run into somebody that's going to wear your ass the fuck out.
Yeah, like, I used to think, like, me, I never took no one-on-one L's. Like, I got basically almost got jumped a few times. But, like, one-on-one L's, I never took them. But I used to always say, like, I feel like everybody take a L at least once, you know what I'm saying? If you fight enough, you're gonna catch a L, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is. Maybe unless you Floyd now. Like, Floyd, I'm pretty sure there was someone younger that he sparred with or something that, like, he lost. He probably took an L before. Like, it's just what it is. It just comes with it. But that's where you learn. Like, even if you scared to put the gloves on with your friend, do it anyway. If you scared to go down to that gym and hop in the ring and spar with somebody, like, do it anyway. It's like, that's where the growth is. Like, you go in that bitch even if you don't want to, hey, you gonna grow.
Definitely, you gonna grow real fucking quick. Real fucking quick. And that's the thing, and it's not to toot my home, I never lost a one-on-one either to this day. I ain't even gonna lie, that's why this shit's so cool. Never. Like, and I don't think I've ever been jumped before either. I don't think I've never been jumped. But yeah, like, to this day, like, but I stopped fighting when I was younger. Like, when I hit, like, middle school, I cut all that shit out. Because I was like, I knew, like, I was going to run into a nigga that's going to be bigger than me, tougher than me. He probably fighting more. That nigga going to beat my ass. I was like,
they gonna beat your ass, or you gonna come with a group of other motherfuckers? Like something gonna happen eventually, and that's why it behooves you to be prepared. Know what I'm saying? Like, be prepared as possible, cause like even good people like that do nothing wrong to nobody, like you might be quiet and somebody might take that as weakness. Whole time you in the fucking MMA gym after school every fucking day going crazy, and they don't know. And they're gonna find out that one day when they test you. But hey, like, you, and because you're prepared, you're gonna be highly confident. You know what I'm saying?
Highly confident. Like, you probably won't even want to fight him for it, but like, that nigga hit you, you gonna beat that.
It really helps you with confidence in other areas of your life too. Like I don't think it's a dude that knows how to fight that has trouble talking to girls. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just think it brings like a natural level of confidence. Like,
yeah, it does. Cause you gotta have confidence to get in the ring with somebody, especially like, you know, like, this nigga is real life trying to punch me in the face. Hell yeah, you better have that shit on you. Cause if not, you know you gonna get punched, and nobody wants to get punched in the face. Let's just keep it, man. Nobody wants to. So you better bring that shit, man. You better bring that shit with you. Every single trip.
Facts.
And then that's another thing. When it comes down to women, like, women don't want no man that can't fight. Like,
oh yeah, like, you have to be a protector. Like, literally. That's why, hey, learn how to fight, be proficient with a firearm. We don't want to have to use them, but it's the reality of life. People might attack your family with guns, you know what I'm saying? And so the more proficient you are, the more you train, you know what I'm saying? That's something we gotta do more too, like slide down to the range, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, because the more practice you get with your carry firearms, like, the better you're gonna be, the more natural you're gonna be. And they always say, like, when you get into stressful situations, like, you're gonna go down to like your muscle memory and like your most basic level of training when cause like your nerves are reacting to shit. So it's
like certain parts of your brain start shutting down. I'm reading a book on that shit right now. So Oprah wrote it, real life. Like, you in the fight or flight situations, like, your brain, like, your higher intelligence starts shutting down. So it's basically like what you know.
Yeah, the shit you really built and drilled into your subconscious, like so hey, make sure y'all practicing daily, firearms, combat, shit, everything, like, big situational awareness. I know people like to say that's kind of overrated, but yeah, like, you need to know what the creepy nigga in the corner fucking doing over there, like, what he look like and shit. Like, you walking down the street at night, you need to know if there's other people on the street. You can't just be headphones in, head down, like, looking all into your phone when you outside walking. Like, those things matter, because shit can happen in a split second moment. Like,
and that's one of the worst things you can do, is have your head, like, be so into your phone when you're walking. I know we've all probably done it, but like, if you're outside, put your phone down and like put it in your fucking pocket. Like, look what the fuck is going on around you.
Yeah, like, literally, like, I know some like military people, like, they teach them to, like, hey, they're walking and they're kind of scanning, and they peep down every once in a while, like, I'm sure to like check if there's anything on the ground, like, coming to them at the same time. So, like, just be aware of like shit around you.
Definitely. And like, it's just gonna benefit you, to be honest, because like, even if you're in a restaurant, like, I'm not like, you know, more people get more like severe, like, you know, a lot of military people, they gonna check the room. Like, I got a cousin, bro, what, he can't stay in the hotel, he knows every exit in that hole. Like, nigga does a little tour. But like literally, like even if you're in a restaurant, know where the fuck the doors are.
Hell yeah, know where the doors are and don't have your back towards the door. Like that's low. Like I feel like if a girl if you out on a date with a girl and she see that your back is, you sit down first and your back is towards the wall, like she probably noticed that subconsciously, or she might fuck with dudes that like don't move like that. Like they know how to, like when they sit down, like I need to be facing the door so I know what the fuck coming in that motherfucker. Like
definitely, and that's real life. I know a lot of girls like that, like subconscious. I know one that does it on purpose. She like, she don't like having her back facing the door, so we just sit beside each other. I'm not having my back facing the door.
See, that's the thing though. Is like you gotta also have that presence around women where she feels safe. Like okay, she can sit down with her back towards the door.
She don't do that shit though. Maybe she even feels safe, but she does not do that shit.
She didn't think you was gonna protect her, man.
Shit, I would protect her if shit went left. I'm leaving. I am leaving her ass.
It's at least like she knows
know every fucking thing, so I'm gonna leave her ass like, okay, deal with it. That's why masculinity is important.
Mm-hmm.
Simple as that. Like people love to say, "Oh, we don't need masculinity, toxic masculinity." No, we definitely need masculinity in this world.
Because it's seeming more and more like masculinity is kind of like equating to logic nowadays. Like it seems like non-masculine men, they think in a more so emotional way. Like they think like women.
Oh yeah, and which is horrible.
And I don't think masculinity is emotionless. I just think it's like control of the emotions and can separate the emotions from the logic and the reality. Like,
bro, and that's some dumb shit. Like why people think like that masculinity is that's literally what masculinity is. Like it's not showing no emotion, but like it's knowing like there's a time and place for everything. Like think logically first, then like you gotta separate the two.
Knowing how to harness that emotion. Like if you're fucking mad, be mad, but don't like hitting your woman and all type of shit like that. That's femininity. Like that's how a female will react to a situation. Like masculinity, the way it reacts with anger is okay. Either I'm gonna handle the situation directly. If that doesn't work, then I need to go put this energy into a punching bag. Put this energy into my work. Or put it in the gym somehow. Or go for a fucking run and like let it cool off. Like
that's literally masculinity. Knowing how to control your emotion is masculinity. Simple as that. Because when you really think about it, who's all can't control their emotions? What two types of people can? If you just had to guess, because we haven't talked about this. What two types? If you
I would say you mentioning women and feminine men.
Yeah, feminine men. But before a man is a man, what is he? He's a fucking kid. Kids can't control their
kids.
emotions.
Oh yeah.
Literally, kids and women cannot control their emotions worth a damn. Like I talked to my little brother. My little brother will rage in a heartbeat. I was like, why is you acting like he doesn't know how?
Yeah, he did like it takes time to learn that discernment to like how to use your emotions, and then some kids, they either, if they don't never learn it, it becomes like uncontrollable or just mega suppressed, and the mega suppressed leads to explosions later on. Like,
oh yeah, but think about it. If you could think back, when did you learn to like legit control your emotions?
When did I learn to control them? I think for mostly it was just suppression and small outbursts for me up until like I learned like empathy and how to like release my emotions in positive ways. Probably by the time I was like 21.
Exactly. Exactly. That's the exact answer I needed. Literally, until you start becoming a legit man.
Yeah.
Like you can't control your emotions. Like you don't know how, and we're not taught that. We're really not taught how to control our emotions.
We're only taught like, hey, suppress that shit, or then you'll have like a woman in your ear like, oh, it's okay, let it out, lash out. Like especially like women, when it comes to like them and their friends, they'll like encourage the lashing out and the slashing of a nigga tires and the blowing up and yelling and pulling up on a nigga. Like they kind of encourage that with their friends. Like.
Exactly. that shit is horrible because they just don't know how to control their
Like if you told me you was about to go slash a John tires, I'm like, nigga, why? Like what? Like come on now, we ain't about to stoop down at A level. Like come on, like
no matter what a bitch did, like I'm still not going want to slash her fucking tires. I might think it maybe, but like I'm still not to put myself in that predicament. No, because that's weak. That's
the only thing niggas do is throw a woman's stuff out their house,
and that's still that's poor. That's poor emotion control. Poor emotional control.
I mean, it is.
It was like a pregnant. She wasn't pregnant. She had 2 kids. That nigga was throwing. She asked why he was coming home so late, and she started throwing. He started throwing her shit out the house with the kid shit. Damn, it was like a week ago. Though.
I mean, yeah, I ain't see that one, but I've known them situations like that. And to me, it's like, if it's your house and it's like y'all not on the lease together type shit, like, shit, you have a right to throw her shit out your house if you don't want her there no more. Like, that's just kind of like what it is. Like, is it the best response? No, but it just depends on what's going on. Like, if you got a shorty in there hitting you, or she brought another nigga into your crib and fucking on your bed and type shit, you probably would, hey, get your shit out. If you ain't getting your shit out, then I'm gonna throw your shit out. Like, I mean, it's kind of what it is.
Definitely. It definitely depends on the circumstance with that one. And it depends on, like, if you got kids where I feel like if that's your baby mom's and, like, y'all got kids, she ain't do nothing totally out the way, you can't throw shit. Because, like, your kid. You gotta think about your kid.
I mean, you do. You gotta think about your kid, but if she not doing no out the way shit, cause like the baby
on your bed,
like the baby and his baby mama situation, like he had to get on. Like, everybody was trying to say like not saying like he's on live trying to kick her out, and she just had his baby, but he said she was hitting him like.
No, you can tell she was abusive.
Yeah,
she already hit his ass on the line.
Hell yeah, like I'm saying if she like that, he did everything that he's supposed to do. Record, call the police, like whatever you gotta do to get her up out of that motherfucker. But like, cause anything you do, shit, you don't even have to do nothing. Y'all gotta just argue. It was this white girl. She literally hit herself in the face with a hammer just to try to claim a nigga did something to her. Like, that shit is psycho. Like, and women get very delusional like that. He was talking about that last time.
Definitely. In that kind of sense, yes, you gotta do what you gotta do. Do whatever you can to get away from it, but like, be careful.
But like you said, if she's not really wilding like that, and y'all just trying to do like a separation, like you just kind of want her out of there, like I'd say give her time type shit, especially if it's just your shit. Like, I'd say give her time. If it's y'all shit, like y'all in the lease together, my nigga, you might as well go.
Yeah, you might. Yeah. But like, you gotta be smart too. One, if your name's on the lease, you should never let a girl come live with you. Like, you gotta think smart, bro. We gotta be smart. All right, I feel like.
I mean, yeah, because they do got squatter laws too, where you can't just kick nobody out right away in some places. If they been there, if they stuff been in there like they brought clothes and shit, and they stuff been in there for like, I think like, it's either like 3 weeks or 3 months or some shit like that.
I don't even think it's that long. I think it's like a month if I'm really keeping it bad. Because that was in the book too, like legit squatter laws. You come and stay here, they cannot kick you out. So that's why I said you should never. I don't like having girls come and live in with you, especially like if you had the place before her. Because like I feel like it's gonna be a problem there.
I mean, cohabitation before marriage has been shown to kind of be a problem in general. I think because it like you get all the benefits of marriage before actually being married. So what's really the point of getting married at that point? And like, but then like I feel like you really need to know somebody before you get married. So at that time, so I mean, maybe you need like it's probably best to have a little trial period of living together maybe. But to me, it's like you're not. To me, like you're married once you start living together. To be honest, like Like everything else, like ceremony and all that shit, that's for other people or for the government, to be honest.
Definitely. But I'm just saying, like, let's say you got your own crib, she got her own crib.
Mm-hmm.
Let her stay the fuck over there for like as long as she can. Like, Brandon, she can come like.
Yeah, until y'all ready to like really have kids and shit like that. Yeah, I would suggest the same.
Or until both of y'all names on the lease. Like, I feel like that's a big one. Like, men don't ever move in with a female. If your name's not on the lease, don't do it, cause she can legit kick you out. Like.
Oh yeah, she's be very much in control of you, and that's like some women they feed off that. They want to play that mama role to a nigga and have control over him, cause then it's like, damn, you gotta be in there when she wants you to be in there. If you out too late, she is in control of all that shit. Like, yeah, like
that's how you really find your shit outside. Like, your ass better be fucking home. And then that's not allowing a man to be his.
Yeah, you won't. You nigga can't be happy in that situation. Like, it's really impossible.
But that's why it's so important to become successful before you even start messing with a female, or like still be building while you're with the female. So for simple fact, you won't have to worry about having your shit getting put out.
Yeah, to be honest, the only like we're still growing, still like grinding. Like the only way like I feel like you should be in a relationship if it's literally the perfect situation. She's giving you your space to do the things you need to do, and she's like also like kind of pushing or playing like some type of role for you as well. Like
definitely helping building on to what you are.
If not, then you should kind of keep it casual while you're still in like that young stage, still building your empire, things like that. To be honest.
Yeah, keep it casual as fuck.
Keep it casual, keep it honest. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, because I feel like niggas get into relationships they do not want. I seen a TikTok the other day. It was about a girl. She was like, every nigga that fucked her like wanted to cuff her or did cuff her. I was like, and like bragging on her coochie how it's so good.
Cat. Like, I mean, like that's the thing. Like niggas, they tell girls stuff like that, but now all the dudes wanting to cuff her. I'm pretty sure more than half had that post nut clarity. Like, yo, this is just she's just bad. Like, I just liked her body. I don't fucking got nothing in common with this bird brain bitch that they think her pussy is gold. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure plenty of niggas like that.
Post nut clarity is a real thing. Like, it's a real thing. Don't get me wrong. And I feel like, don't get me wrong, you might love a girl, and I feel like that's the only thing that really keeps a man with a woman. Like, you gotta legit love her. Because post-nut clarity is crazy. Yeah,
like, I mean, you're not gonna want to, like, be with anybody that, like, if you've had, like, you like, post-nut clarity is gonna tell you if you like a woman or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you fuck and y'all really had some type of, like, connection and you want to cuddle with her and all that shit after, like, yeah, you probably really like her, but, and that's what, like, a lot of girls fuck up when they giving those, like, 30-day, 90-day rules and shit like that, cause a nigga, like, he might think he really falling for the shorty, but he just falling deeper in lust. Like, he still hasn't been able to fuck her yet, so he's still going like 100% as far as like applying pressure. Like,
yeah, cause I promise you that shit will die down very quickly. Like, it's you. I bet you had times like it's like you just felt like you put in too much work to fuck a bitch. Like, you was like. Soon as you got the nut, like it was kind of over with type shit. I mean,
yeah, but I say yeah, just because like too much work for me, cause then I had to go pick her up and I gotta drop her off after the fuck. Like, that'd be too much work for me if I
taking her to a car afterwards.
Like yeah, I mean, to me, I would watch her from the door type shit, but. If I don't really fuck with her, that's like if you fucked her and you like her, it's not gonna ever feel like too much work. You know what I'm saying? If you like her.
Nah, fuck the bullshit. Having fourth floor, having to go down to the first floor, and then there's literally no parking around this bitch. Never parking. And then walk 2 blocks.
But see, like, you gonna do, yeah, it is. It's a lot of work for someone that you don't like. But if you really like that girl, you know in your head, like, yo, this is gonna give me extra points, but she gonna think I really fuck with her, which is if you trying to like court her like that, then you want her to think that, nah, I'm saying, you're not truly tripping on none of that. You probably ain't, like, that situation, you probably didn't bring no joint you really liked up there. Like, that you was going to get in a relationship with.
Nah.
Exactly.
Because at the point, you're leaving at 3 a.m, so, like, let's be real.
Oh, yeah, like, exactly. She wouldn't even be leaving at 3 a.m. if you really liked her, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why it's so bad. Like, it's 3 a.m. Like, let's be fucking for real. You can't walk 2 blocks by yourself.
Nah, but, see... yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, with me, I don't know. Even if it's a joint that I'm just like hitting, I still like. I like women to talk nice about me in their group chat, so they friends and shit gonna wanna see what a nigga about too. So I would still walk her out there just cause like.
No, see, I still did, but I got a fucking NDA. Like, I don't like none of my business talk about me. You can't get that shit pisses me off. Do not talk to me about me to your friends. I don't want none of them bitches in my business. Like, that shit's crazy.
I mean, it's like, if you keeping it 100 with her, I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with it. Like, I got, like, in my, like, hoeing days, like, I got a lot of cheeks off, like, referrals, like, referral pussy, you know what I'm saying? Like, girls talking about you to other people, and they thinking that like, they thinking, like, oh, this my friend, like, she ain't gonna do nothing if he slide in the DM the whole time. Like, she hey, women, they not really good friends to each other in my experience. Like,
but I feel like, I don't know. That's always been kind of a pet peeve of mine, though. Like, don't talk about me to your friends or to your parents, because it's like, I don't.
To me, I don't like.
Unless we're a thing, like a legit thing.
To me, the only time I've confronted some women like about shit like that before, but it's only been when they like, I was really in the wrong in this situation. Like, they'll be snitching on me. Like I can remember a situation in like high school. I had a girlfriend at the time, and I gave like, I didn't even think I gave the girl a hickey. I just gave her a little kiss on the neck, but she had she called because she had a hickey, and she took a picture of it, and the picture ended up going around to a couple people's phones. Next thing you know, my girl asked me, did I get other girl a hickey? And I'm like, just motherfucking lying about this shit. And I ended up going to the person who told my girl, and they're like, yo, what's up? Like, you won't, like, why you snitching on the nigga type shit? But other than that, like, me not being in the wrong, like, to like girls talking about me has usually been a good thing. I like the good thing.
Definitely. Nah, I don't be having thinking they just got any bad reviews about me. It's just like, I don't like that shit, because I'm legit personal about my personal business. It's very personal to me. Like, I hate niggas in my, bro, another pet peeve. It might be the shrooms talking, bro, but I hate niggas in my fucking business. Even my brother. Like, my brother too much into my business? No.
The thing about it though is like even like, you gotta like protect your personal business as much as possible. Yeah. So that is true. And like, I don't know, to me it's like, I like with it, as far as like a girl, like if she's telling somebody she done suck me up and shit like that, I ain't really tripping. But as far as like people like in like more so personal things, like, you just have to control your own narratives and control what you put out to the world at the same time. So it's like, don't give people too much access to you. You know what I'm saying?
I know. And that's why I'm such a secretive person. And that's like one of the things that can really like open up to your kingdom if you're having sex with multiple girls. Because like, you're literally giving them access to your dick.
That's why they should be like, like, you shouldn't like take poly as like, if you're trying to live a poly life, you shouldn't be like, oh, I can go fuck whoever I want. Like, nah, like, you have your wives and you're fucking them. Like, do you know your wives is holding it down? They only talking to each other for real. Like, they're not giving up your keys to keys to the back door and shit like that. Like, these are your wives. Like, having big rotations and fucking with a bunch of women, like, yeah, your personal business is gonna be out there. Like, you're gonna have, and then if you doing weird shit or shit like, you know what I'm saying, like, I don't even want to name like male celebrities, but you know, certain male celebrities, some R&B singers, they got like a lot of women saying bad things about them. I say like and saying that they do like weird butt stuff and
which
shit.
they probably do.
Yeah, like that's saying it's like
we don't gotta protect them. Them niggas gay. Them niggas is.
but it is like you really shouldn't be just like recklessly slinging like that, and at least have some NDAs. But even then, an NDA doesn't really protect nothing. It like, okay, like what you going like if like most of the time you're fucking women that have much less than you. It's like what you gonna do? Like you gonna sue them? I think it was some porn star that said she had to sign an NDA, and she was talking about the situation and shit. Like she's kind of known the Sky Breach on. I forgot what rapper, but she was. Yeah, it's some like it's the same one that said that Shaq Lizzie was putting it or came up with her pill, but
I wouldn't trust that girl.
It was some. Yeah, it's like she signed an NDA for some celebrity, and she was like talking about the situation. But it's like, what are you really gonna do? Like her, she can get sued or whatever, but most girls they don't have shit, and you probably won't know too much information about them anyway. So like it's like just protect your privacy, you know.
Definitely, and I'm kind of big into that, protecting my privacy. That's why I'm so cautious. Like, and as y'all should be cautious of who y'all let like in your space, men or female, especially females. Like you having sex with this girl, like you gotta think she might go tell her friends. Like, granted, it could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing. It just depends on. I mean, blah blah blah.
Yeah. I think you gotta realize women are social creatures, and that's just what they do, regardless. Like, no NDA is gonna protect that. A bitch is gonna tell their friends about you. So, hey, when you have certain women in your presence, show them as least as possible. Being mysterious, it builds attraction anyway. You know what I'm saying? So,
give them good shit to say.
Cause it's like, yeah, if you like, that's why like certain Jones like, yeah, you might want to get that fucking hotel instead of bringing her to the crib. Cause you bring her to the crib, she don't even gotta be on no bullshit. But she got this hood rat friend over here that she went and told who she was chilling with, and she said all the shit she seen at the house. And next thing you know, that same friend talking about it around her male friend or her male cousin or something, and that nigga a little dirty, grimy nigga. He trying to figure out where you stay at. Like, you can get fucked up a lot of ways out here. So, yeah.
Hello, way. Don't get backdoor, bro. Don't get backdoor. Not gonna lie. Cold world. Real cold world we live.
Well, but back to like what we were supposed to be talking about. Like, women, they don't want not successful men, and like success that can be defined differently, and you gotta like realize like in this Western culture, a woman growing up in this Western culture, like you gotta see it for what it is. Know what I'm saying? Like her definition of success is gonna be different from a woman that grew up in a more modest or conservative type of culture. Know what I'm saying? Like, but as long as you are doing what you feel like your purpose is and on your path and everything like that, then hey, shouldn't like what you define as your personal success is gonna be good with you, and you just gotta move confident in that and find a woman that aligns with what you got going on.
Definitely. Find a woman that aligns with what you got going on. That's the best part. But I'm just gonna keep it then. Like, if you want better bitches and like more women, you gotta be more successful.
Yeah, I mean, yeah and no, to be honest. Like, it depends on what you define as like successful, because it can like you can be a fucking farmer in a tribe in Africa and have like 6 wives, and they might be the baddest Jones. There literally is. There was they literally just showed this dude. He's not no rich dude or nothing, but he has like 26 wives and like hundreds of grandchildren and shit like that. And it's because he can provide resources and he can protect them. Know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. You don't have to be like it's fucking crackheads with multiple wives, and they not the most quote unquote what you probably defining as successful. You know what I'm saying?
Right
Yeah, and you know why though? Because he got the resource, he got what they need. He probably got access to the plug, and he's probably feeding them drugs. So, yeah, and what you would say, to me, is it's bad bitches everywhere. So it's it's really relative to what a dude kind of like and what he favors and what he motherfucking features. So it's yeah, you have to be successful, but it don't have to. It's not one mainstream definition of success. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, some successful farmers with multiple fucking wives, and they don't got the most money. They ain't got the best car. They might not even have a car. That nigga got a hut. He got the biggest hut in the motherfucking village.
Definitely. But I do agree. Whatever they define as successful. But you can't compare a fucking hut to a fucking mansion, bro.
You can't, but at the end of the day, it's just a thing. It's just another thing. It's you gonna have multiple women that will want to live in your mansion as well. But that's not to say if a woman, she grew up in a culture where she doesn't even know, but they don't even know what the fuck mansions are. They don't care about mansions. They never even seen a pavement road. Hey, they gonna still go for that nigga with it because his hut is nice and he probably can hunt the motherfucking best and shit like that. And that's they way of success. You can't compare a hut and a fucking mansion, but it's
But when she get exposed to that mansion, what do you think is gonna happen?
I mean, to me, the thing about it is, that's not even to me as far. I don't think men should even want the woman that if it's a thing that's gonna make her move, if she can be moved at that shouldn't be someone you want as a wife. If you just want to fuck her, all right, that's cool. The woman that in America, when a man gets quote unquote more successful, usually the women that come around are leeches. They don't be down to earth women that you're gonna even really want long term anyway. So it's at the same time, who really gives a fuck what you have?
Those leeches, they gonna give a fuck what you got.
They are, and that's not the type of people that
but they gonna come. You know they gonna come.
They're gonna come, but that's not the type of people that you should allow to have constant access. You don't want to just keep bringing bitches around because of how they fucking look. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna just it's the Bandman Kevo effect. He wondering why bitches only want him for their money because it's all he really showing them. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I could never take that nigga seriously.
But it's women that take money more seriously than they do actually being a good person. So it's everybody would say Miami's a whole different separate world, and that's why he got fucking BBL and ab surgery and shit like that. It's because he falls for that mindset that it's about that money is success and it's about how much things I got, which to me is success is defined as what you can do for other people. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily the things you got.
But people gonna look at the things you got though. They gonna look and then they gonna come sucking.
And you don't want none of them around you, to be honest. You want people that's at that point. You don't want people that can be moved by money, because then it's if you got everybody around you is there because they benefiting off you monetarily. Who's to say a nigga with more money can't come in and buy all your bitches away?
That's literally what happened.
Buy betrayal from your motherfucking people and shit. That happens to certain people that didn't have the discernment to be able to tell what this person is around me for. It's I like to believe there's people still left in this world that can't be bought. Most people can't be bought, but I'm not one of the people that can't be bought.
I can't be bought either. I ain't gonna lie.
So
I feel like not everybody has that trait.
not everybody has that trait, but hey, the motherfuckers that listen to me, listen to jaayuu, like you gonna develop that motherfucking trait because
the Islanders can't be bought.
yeah, like they shouldn't be able to be bought because we don't want fucking fans that can be bought or because we doing like if we start doing giveaways every week, like we want to be able to discern against the people that okay they're really Islanders or they just here to get the little code to say in the video to put in the comments to do the giveaway and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we want to be able to tell like oh who's really with us and who's trying to just benefit off whatever.
Definitely. Because me personally, I want real Islanders, like real life Islanders. Because I feel like anybody can come around for money or whatever.
So I won't say a man like, well yeah, like women they don't want like a non-successful man, but at the same time, it's really they don't want a nigga that can't provide, that can't fucking protect, and that can't like acquire high amount of resources. Like they want to be able to live as soft life as possible. Now I'm saying as a woman, so it's gonna take a somewhat successful man. Like, but you don't want a leech bitch. You want a bitch that you can put into a position. Maybe she be handle your emails and your accounts or like something like that. Like while she's taking care of the home, because you don't want to just be bored taking care of the home. Especially like these modern women. That's when they be on Instagram and they posting sexual pics and entertaining niggas in the DMs and shit.
OnlyFans. Hey, off topic. Don't date a bitch with OnlyFans, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. Bad fucking.
I mean, yeah, don't do it unless you getting money off of it. To be honest, if you're not getting 80%, hell no, don't date a bitch with OnlyFans.
80, you need 80. But it's the fact that women don't want non-successful men. So whatever you're doing and whatever kind of, let's say you're a fucking islander, legit living in the island somewhere, she gonna want the nigga that who's gathering the most meat, like bringing home the most meat.
Yeah, and that's all I was saying. Like, not saying because. It's like it's not about like it's literally gonna be different for every woman in the situation and the culture they grew up to what like success quote unquote is.
Hey, but like in capitalism, success is like you gotta have that shit.
Having
that shit, it's just simple as that. So whoever has the most shit,
I mean,
kind of flop.
Yeah, you can. It's still at the same time like yeah, you go like if you have money, yeah, women are gonna be a result. Like they're gonna come for that. Like to say like, but it's still other things beyond money that's gonna set you apart and make you. Cause think about it, it's like if everybody had money, then like it's still gonna be other things to niggas gonna have to do to set themselves apart and shit like that.
Like looks.
Yeah. Looks, acquiring status, those tools as well, just like money.
Cause a bitch will tell you, a nigga can have money, he's still a fucking loser. You can be a loser with money.
Yeah, and it's like some niggas they won't even know that they're a loser just cause like if they got yes man around them and then they only get the bitches that can be bought around them, like the bitch ain't gonna tell you a loser to your face. She gonna talk about it in the group chat, I'm saying, but
it's gonna use all your money.
So definitely, like, hey, and like I'm saying, we are in a capitalistic society, and yeah, the way to thrive is to have money, things and all that shit. You can leave that up to like get what you like. Don't get shit that you think somebody gonna fucking like you for, you know.
But, hey man, that is the end of today's episode, man.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for watching the whole thing through. Like the video, subscribe, and comment. We want to hear y'all voices. And get us to a fucking 1K, man. Because I can't wait to beat this nigga early.
We got to get ourselves to 1K, man. We got to keep going hard. We got to keep putting that work in. Just like we want y'all to. My boy off the shrooms right now, so hopefully y'all was able to get all the way through. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with our crazy asses, man. We love y'all. We out.
Definitely.